Hello YouTube, Damo_23 here and welcome back to another episode on the YouTube channel. In today's episode, we're of course in charge of Wrexham. We have our first game in League One. That is correct. As always, we'll be documenting the big games in the live comms, and well, a first game in a new division is definitely a game we will definitely look to recap on the live comms. With that being said, if you enjoy the content, give a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have to say a big thank you as well. The views so far for this have been enormous. There was a lot of love and support for the 4-1-2-1-2 live comm video against Notts County a couple videos ago. So definitely check that out. And if you are new, this is your first video, if you go and subscribe and go to the playlist of the Wrexham, you'll see not only the live comms, but the 1 minute short updates for when not much is happening, but we need to give you an update, of course, as well. Without further ado, I am going to be recapping transfers. Last video on the YouTube was actually a top 3 transfer list player short, so that was pretty cool. But we're definitely going to recap all of that for you as well. First thing, the recap is we did, of course, win the title last year. I know that, you didn't see the last game of the season, so to say. So we finished on 111 points, did win the league, but we definitely did a short outlining that we're going up. And that's all that really mattered. And it was pretty clear we were going to win the league as well. Secondly, as well, youth intake, I was planning to do a video, but nothing major came through. The 3 players that you guys need to be worried about is Alfie Roberts, who, could be okay, but I don't think he's going to be great. Callum Bennett, who I actually think if he develops quickly enough at 15 could be usable long term. And Joe Harris is a keeper that with his potential could actually turn out to be a good number 3 keeper in the future if we were to go up to the championship, so to say. So a few guys there to touch on, but nothing of real note. Let's go into the season preview here before I recap all the transfers that we went through here quickly. We are predicted to finish in 7th, which is great. Our team's meant to be Cleworth playing left back, who I'm actually trying to release. Couple new guys in there. O'Connor, Gomez, people wondering which Gomez it is, Evans. Don't know why Elliot Lee does not make our best 11, even though he's one of our best players. That makes no real sense. We're also playing Northampton today, who are meant to come inside the relegation places. This is not a bad point, maybe, to look at what we can do. Paul Mullen does make the Media Dream 11. And important to note, even though no one else makes the Media Dream 11, Paul Mullen's predicted to win the Golden Boot at $1.40 this year. So Paul Mullen's probably going to have a very good season as long as we keep him happy and interested. For those wondering, he's got over his, the goalkeepers haven't done enough sort of thing. And is now just focusing on his football, which is really, really good. On top of that as well, transfer-wise, we are going to go through the outs first. Billy Waters, as I said, is leaving here has left for 76k. Ryan Bennett, we got 100, which I think's an absolute steal. I can't believe that. On the outs, Will Boyle's about to leave for 200k because we have signed some centre-backs, and that's really huge for us in terms of turnover for this year. We haven't really spent too much money finance-wise, dropping a little bit. I wish you could see what the board is currently doing in terms of, facilities. We're actually doing some facilities. We're upgrading some facilities. I wish there was a place to see that, board profile. 6 requests during my time. Only ever had 1 rejected. There we go, up here. New contract done, coaching staff done, improved the youth facilities they rejected, but improved youth facilities, we then turned around and got it through. Improving the youth recruitment, we'll do that, and improving the training facilities as well. So all the facilities are about to get an upgrade here, which is great. On top of that as well, the transfers are as followed. So those are on the outs. On the ins, we're going to go back to the start of the year. I did touch in the video that we did sign Arthur, but officially Arthur's joined. Had to spend money because Columbus Crew and LAFC from MLS was saying, oh, we're going to sign him now on a transfer right at the end when I was about to sign him on a free. So then I had to give Arsenal like 25, 30k with the intention of it going up. Peanuts to us. We then signed a few other players from Arsenal. Maldini got released, 5-star potential, 6'3", 16 determination, decent technicals. We can get that marking up, and the rest of him can develop along with it. He's going to be very usable. Championship potential, which is important for us as well. And same with Omari Benjamin, wanted on loan, which I've already going to reject straight off the bat. Backup target forward. Stephen Fletcher retired. 6'1", physically very good for this level, only going to develop. Mentally very well-rounded with 18 determination and 15 work rate, huge. And Lucky Last has got very well-rounded technicals that aren't great. If he develops and the technicals come along with the mentals and the physicals, we've got a guy that will develop into a very well-rounded footballer that will be very good for the championship. And there's a reason why there's a theme with championship players. Richard Elise, not Ricard Elise, brother of Michael Elise, as you can see here, very well-rounded footballer. Got decent amount of pace, can play on the right or the left, will more than likely play most games off as the inverted wing-back on support on the other side. Yet again, just very well-rounded, only on a one-year deal, but has got decent potential. This one's more League One potential, but not too bad at all. Andre Gomez from, yes, you guessed it, Barcelona and Everton is here. He's a Lewis Bate replacement. I will say right off the bat, he's not my preferred choice in the Mazzala role because he lacks a little bit of pace, but his technicals and his mentals was too big to pass up. And anytime you can find a guy with this sort of experience and this sort of, knowledge and reputation in the game to come to you, you've of course got to do it. So Andre Gomez is in there. On top of that too, look out for Dewberry. Just pulled his hamstring, so won't feature today, but attacking mid and support, can naturally play wide. Ready, decent League One player with championship potential. This is the sort of guy that you will put a lot of eggs in the basket. He will outgrow that and probably be a Premier League sort of level because of his current ability. I'll also note here as well, he's our hot prospect, so watch out for him when he is fit. Obviously, the backup keeper, yet again from Arsenal, and has yet again championship potential, which is what the scouts were saying. Fantastic. We've rated Arsenal, off we go. And then the lucky two players, which you would have seen in the previous 1 minute short. Liam Morrison from Bayern, 20% of his wage, as mentioned in the previous video. Very, very good mentals, very good technicals, very good physicals. The only thing I'm unhappy with is that Bayern want me to play him as a central defender, not a ball-playing defender. But my intention is to play him here, make him happy, make him go, yep, thank you for letting me play, and then hopefully sign him on a free in 6 to 7 months' time, so he comes in and plays for us as well. Championship potential, and Mbappe goes between Championship and Premier League potential, now saying Premier League, which is great. Very well-rounded footballer, was at Barcelona last year, as mentioned in the video previously. And yeah, played 3 games for Barcelona off the bench, which I cannot believe last season, and then we picked him up. Very well-rounded, long-term player. I think what you can see is a lot of players that have got potential, not for this division, but the division above, because my idea is once we get to the Championship, and I have a sneaking suspicion we'll make the playoffs this year, we'll finish top 6. We might not go up straight away. We might not go up as champions, but we'll go close. Is that if we make the playoffs this year and we get another year of growth when all these players join, we're going to probably romp the league in next year. But more importantly, if we can get to the Championship and have all these guys, I might not sign anyone really of note unless it's a big name player to come in. And then all these guys can develop into their potential, spend a couple of years in the Championship, and then make that big run at the Premier League when the team is ready to do so. But I really think we've got a really good spot. Now, let's get into the game. This would be my best 11 on paper, which is Arthur in goal, Lowton, Morrison, Mbappe, Foster, Gambian, O'Connor, Gomez, Lee, Elliot Lee, obviously, Palmer and Mullen. I think they're fantastic. How the game does not put Elliot Lee in that position, I do not know. On the bench, Andre Ford or Anthony Ford, one of the two. Is Andre or Anthony? Anthony Ford, Evans, Elise, Davies, Dewberry, Tyler, and Benjamin. Obviously, Dewberry's out for today, so I'm actually going to get Maldini to the bench as another option. And that would be the team moving forward long term. And I think it's a very good team, and I think this is a team that should be beating Northampton. In terms of the friendlies pre-season, pretty solid. We drew to South Shields in a weird game, but we got dominated first half. We dominated them second half. And then against the two Premier League clubs, Leeds, we lost 3-0 in a game we had 58% possession, which if we do that against most sides, we're going to probably do okay. 6 shots, 0 on target, but we hit the woodwork twice, so it could have finished 3-2. And against Fulham, we did lead 1-0 at home at the racecourse before losing 3-1. Yet again, 59% possession. We led 1-0. We also hit the post yet again. So both those games could have finished 3-2 if the woodwork was kind to us. I'm happy with that. And to be fair, if you look at the lead side, that went up as champions in the Championship last year. That's a very strong side with Archie Gray, Apadu, Creswell, Anthony, Jack Harris. It's a very good side. And the Fulham side was probably even more full strength than that. If you have a look there, it had Vinicius, Navarro, Adama Traore, Wilson, Harry Wilson, Iwobi played central mid, which is a bit weird. Diop's at the back, Arundro played, Leno played. So it's not like we played rotated Fulham and Leeds sides. We played the pretty full string side, so it is what it is. All right, enough talking. That's 10 minutes of talking. Let's get into a game for the live comm here. Hopefully on the opening day we start really, 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 really well. Northampton are lining up. Anyone that I know there? Mitch Pinnock is a player that I think I know, and I think there was a Branthwaite in there, but don't think it's the one from Everton. On top of that, though, we are playing Narrow yet again this season. Why wouldn't we after the season we had? We're in the white, they're in the Maroney sort of colour, Maroney brown. And let's see what happens here. Look, away from home, we didn't start well last year. Remember, we got absolutely F-hemmed on the opening day by, I can't remember now. And then we needed extra time to, I think, knock out MK Dons we got next round in the Cabaret Cup. And I'll tell you what, we're 1-0 down here inside 5 minutes. Our league campaign has not started well. Hopefully it's the reverse of what happened last season, which was we went 1-0 up and then copped 2 goals really late and lost. But yeah, against Northampton, a side that are predicted to get relegated, this is not a good start for us. Bondswell hits. Arthur should do a lot better in goal. That's a weird animation from the keeper, but there we are. 1 shot, 1 attack, 1 goal. That's not great. Outside of that, though, keeping a lot of the ball, which is good. No chances. This happened, the full games dropped during pre-season, and I haven't won a game since the full games dropped. Odd. Starting to dominate, though. Yet again, not a lot of chances. Time ticks away. We've had 62% possession, playing okay. Set piece. We'll take it. He's taking. Probably, Gomez should be on a lot of set pieces. Don't know what's taking his time here. He kind of finds Gomez, he hits and puts it just wide. There's a variation. Unfortunate. Half-time and 1-0 down. That's a very, very, very poor first half. Just not being as aggressive as we would like. Very poor game. We've had a lot of the ball and we've slowly creating chances, but yeah, O'Connor, Morrison, Lowton. Good run. Inside to Elliot Lee. Good movement. Mullen looked offside, unfortunately. No flag. It's been given. It's 1-1. Great finish from Mullen into the roof of the net. We've got an equaliser here away from home against Northampton. Was looking at the lines and waiting for his flag to go up. No VAR, obviously, in League One. And then Lowton's ball in. Found Elliot Lee. Ball over the top. Found Paul Mullen. Good touch. And, well, he doesn't miss, which is good. For a second, I thought he took too long to hit it. We'll take it. It's 1-1. That's okay, boys. That's okay. Good timing of the run, too, there. The guy at the back of that marshalling Andre Gomez and co. Was the one that kept them all on side. If you could have a look here from the stats, though, we've actually played really well, which is unfortunate. 65 minutes played. Got to get Benjamin in for his debut. Loder's not the best thing. I'm going to get Richard Elise in for his debut, too. I would normally bring on Anthony Ford, but I want to just get the debuts out the way. I'm big on that. I'm going to also bring Jordan Davis on for Andre Gomez, who's not had the best of game. Set piece, Mullen, backstick. Won't find Liam Morrison. Good to see you in the chat, Paulie. Berg. Goes long. Will we win here with the big back four we got? Lyons Foster. No, he doesn't. Wow. Pinnock. Mercifully straight at Arthur. That would have been weird of a way to concede, but sure. We've dominated the game against a team that's meant to get relegated, but 1-1. 77 minutes played. 80 minutes played. Is there going to be a goal late doors? Lyons Foster for Elisa on the other side. Anthony Ford will go in as the maraudering fullback. I'm going to take him off. Paul Mullen here. I am. Lyle Taylor knows how to find the back of the net. 10 minutes to go. Is there going to be a moment? Move the very attacking late doors. See if we can find one really late. Well, it's a better start than last year. We went up as champions. Last year, we were winning 1-0, and the opposition had 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. We lost 2-1. This year, we've not really dominated. We had more possession, which is unlike us, and we've allowed 9 shots and we've only created 9 shots. Usually, in this sort of situation, we're the team having 15, 20 chances. So that's a very odd start to the season. And it's been very odd since the full game's dropped. As I said, this is the most that we've played since the full game's dropped, and we have not won a game today. But yeah, the start of the season, it's a 1-1 draw against a team that's meant to get relegated. We didn't lose. The board only won a top half finish, so maybe we need to temper expectations. I think we're going to make the playoffs this year. I'm going to keep the morale happy. But yeah, that was a very, very weird performance, and it wasn't particularly great there at all. But with that being said, it's a point away from home. It's a solid start. We'll build on that, and hopefully the system comes back into its own. Or if not, we might have to figure out a new system since the full game's dropped. Anyhow, till next time, guys, thank you very much. Have a great day, and give it a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and goodbye.